Hey coaches, what's going on? It is Coach Tim here with another video, and I have a really good one for you today. We're going to talk about how to avoid a nightmare football season. That's right, avoiding a nightmare football season. I'm here to tell you, I had a few. I've had a couple of nightmare seasons. I've also had a lot of dream seasons. And a nightmare season will make you want to quit coaching, okay? I'm going to just be honest with you about it. A nightmare season will make you want to quit coaching, and so I want to help you avoid having a nightmare season and what you need to look out for to prevent it. All right, coaches, so before we get into this video, do me a solid, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, I just dropped my new online course, Youth Football Coaching Mastery. So if you're interested in that, information will be in the description box on getting that. And also, of course, you can get any of my Beast offensive playbooks. I got the RPO playbook, I got the 1.0 playbook, and I have the Supersets playbook. So if you're interested in getting any of them, and oh yeah, I also have my 4-4 Reaper defense playbook in the description box as well. If you want a good defensive playbook, you can get all of that. You can get all of that in the description box below. All right, coach, so let's get into it. So avoiding a nightmare season. Again, let me define what a nightmare season is, all right? So you can know exactly what I'm talking about. A nightmare season is when you and your coaches are not getting along, your parents are not getting along, your players are not getting along. As a matter of fact, they're trying to sabotage your season and move you out of your coaching position, whether you're the head coach or offense or defensive coordinator. You're not winning games. People are not showing up to practice. They're not showing up to games. Just nothing is going right. Every week, there are problems and fires you have to put out. And it's an absolute headache. You can't even enjoy football or coaching football because you're putting out all these fires. That's a nightmare season. And so the number one thing you need to be mindful of, the very first thing is you need to make sure you have coaches who have your back and who's on the same page as you, okay? One of the biggest problems I see that happens with a lot of coaches is they will start their program with their buddy, with their best friend or somebody they went to high school with or college and played ball with. Not saying that is anything wrong with that. However, there's a high risk that you guys will bump heads if there's not set guidelines in place and clear understanding on everybody knowing their role. For example, if you are the head coach and you are also the offensive coordinator, your friend doesn't need to tell you how to run your offense, okay? If he's the defensive coordinator, you don't need to tell him how to run the defense. You know, having your best friend that's like an assistant coach is almost like going into business together with them. And you know, everything's 50-50, but you better know that there's a risk of things not being 50-50 when you enter into that type of partnership, all right? So you have to be careful. And then when you get new people who want to join your coaching staff, you have to make sure they're on board with your coaching philosophy. For example, you know, coaches know for a fact that I'm going to run the Beast offense, whether they like it or not. If they're a spread offensive coach, you know, and they don't like, you know, the Beast or single wing offense, they can go to another program, because I'm not going to compromise my coaching philosophy and my standards for the coach. Now, I will adjust my offense according to the skill level of my players, but I'm not going to adjust it because a coach don't like the Beast offense. So be mindful of that. Number two, parents. Parents. You guys hear me talk about this a lot, but when it comes down to parents, to me, they're getting worse and worse each year. And what I mean by that is a lot of parents they don't understand football. They don't understand the way things work, and they are really entitled when it comes to their kids. You can set rules and guidelines in place, right? To say, okay, if your kid missed practice, he's not going to play the first half of the game. A kid can miss practice, you suspend the kid, and the parent won't bring the kid to practice to try to prove a point to you that they don't care. And these are the kind of parents we dealing with. When I was playing football, if I missed practice or if I wanted to quit, my dad was going to get on my ass, right? Nowadays, if a kid want to quit, that parent will literally let that kid quit or hit you up, say, well, coach, he don't want to play no more. He don't want to play. And so you have to be mindful. And I think one of the reasons why this is happening is because the family dynamics are changing. You know, you have more moms who are participating in the kids' sports activities, but there's a lot of moms who never played football. So they don't understand the culture and the mindset fully as it relates to football. And it's not their fault, but it's just the nature of the beast right now. And so you have to kind of work with the parents or the guardian differently than we had to 10 years ago or 20 years ago. It's just completely different. And here's the thing. Here's the big thing. Is that parents want control. They want their son, little Johnny, to be the quarterback, to be the running back. And they're going to shop around teams to see who's going to let little Johnny be the running back or quarterback. But listen, you're going to have to stick to your coaching philosophy and not buy into this. Even if the kid is a really good player, you cannot put yourself in a position to where you succumb to what the parents desire. You need to have a system in place to where you put the best players in the best positions. That's super important, because if you let little Johnny be the quarterback, now that parent feels like they got leverage to tell you anything they want. And I've had to kick parents and kids off the team who have had that mentality, and they'll do it to you, all right? And then number 3, the players, the kids. Again, the kids have changed so much. And again, what I've noticed in my experience is when there's not either 2 parents in the household or a male figure in the household, the kids just, the way they think, the way they operate is just a little different. They're a little more entitled. They're a little more sensitive. You know, like I've had a nightmare season. I'm gonna share this, guys, with you. I've had a nightmare season where I shut it all the way down. I literally forfeited games when the players start arguing with the refs and with my assistant coaches. I literally canceled the game, and I literally said, you guys are not playing in the playoffs. Our season is officially over. And when you got kids who are undisciplined, unruly, don't buy into your system and your culture, sometimes that's the best thing, because you have to save your reputation as a coach. You don't want to be seen as the coach where the kids do whatever the hell they want and you don't have no control. That's one of the number 1 ways to ruin your reputation as a youth football coach, to damage the quality of your program. And it takes years to repair that if this happens. So you have to be very intentional and very direct on addressing issues where there's undisciplined, unruly kids in your program. Usually the kids are the easiest to kind of train and tame and get buy-in. That's why I say you want to be very, very intentional about confronting the parents and the coaches first and get them to buy in, because from there you're able to find out, hey, are these coaches bought in, or do they have another agenda? Are they trying to get your head coaching job? Are the parents trying to create a board to try to get you out of your program? You have to be mindful of that, coach. All right, coach, that's it. That's all I got for today. I just wanted to help you know what to look out for to avoid a nightmare season. Truly, it's the worst thing you can experience as a youth football coach. And like I said before, if it gets really bad, you may not even want to coach anymore. It will make you not want to coach. And so, If you got value out of this video, again, do me a solid, like and subscribe to the channel. Again, if you want to learn more, everything that I have learned in my 15 years of coaching, feel free to go down in the description box and get my youth football coaching mastery online coaching course. It's designed just for this purpose, to avoid a nightmare season. Also, if you want to get the playbooks, you can get any of the playbooks I have. It's only 25 bucks, guys. That's lunch, you know. That's lunch. If you want to get those playbooks, the links are going to be in the description box as well. All right, guys, until next time, win more games, score more points. I'm Coach Beast. Beast out.